Okay guys, 2004 Sienna 3.3 all-wheel drive Toyota Sienna. We are going to do brakes. We did the rotors already. If you need that, click on my name underneath this video for all my other how-to videos and you can see the rotors. We did the brakes over there too, but I just went so quick it only shows the rotors. So now we're going to do brakes and rotors on this side, but in a sense we're just doing brake shoes, but I am going to change the rotor. So let's show you how to do the brakes. Let's take this tire off. First thing I did is I removed the cap on the filler tube, on the brake tube. I'm sorry, reservoir. So I took the cap off the reservoir. That's so that we don't have to bleed the brakes. I'll explain that to you more at the end of the video. This video is only going to be a few minutes long. We'll make it quick. These are simple. Let's pull the tire off. Okay, now, since I'm doing the rotor, I'm going to have to take off the back side of the caliper as well. But this video is just on brakes. Normally I would take this off one assembly, 17 millimeter on both sides, but in this case we're going to pull the two 14 millimeters right here and right here. So let's just do brakes. Now if you see that off in the video, I apologize. I'm trying to edit it appropriately because I am doing the rotor as well, but let's go do the brakes. Let's pull that off. Okay, so I took off the two bolts and just lifted it up and set it right here because we do need to compress that. So here's our brake pads. Let's go ahead and take those off. We don't need those anymore. Now we're going to compress this with a C-clamp. Just like that, we want to move this cylinder back in there so we have the extra space for the thicker shoes at this point. Now they do make a brake tool for this that runs it down, and I do have one, but you know it's all about saving money with my videos, so we're using a regular C-clamp that hopefully you can find in Daddy's storage shed, maybe Grandpa's. All right, let's get that ran down. Now I'm going to turn it real slow and easy because I don't want to force the fluid out of that reservoir so fast that it overflows. Just push it back nice and slow. And the best thing to do is just crank, let go, crank, let go, crank, let go. That way you don't, if you do it like that, you're not applying too much pressure and it's not too tight to turn. It makes it easier to turn as well. So if the job's easier, it's probably right? Let's get that down. Okay, we got that pushed all the way down and now we're ready for some brakes. In this case, I'm gonna jump ahead and knock that rotor out real quick and we'll get it back to this position. Okay, we're back at that position now. Now let's get ready and throw the new brake shoes on. If you need that number, it's MKD 906. These are lifetime warranty pads. So let's go ahead and set them in. Round side goes towards the outer round part of the rotor. I think you understand that. So essentially they just go on like that and we are just going to set them right into their home. Now this one, the front one, the back one slides right on. The front one needs to go in on an angle like this and then you twist it into place just like that. Now we're ready for the caliper. Okay, now we're just going to lift up the caliper, set it into its home. May need two hands here. These little things here are kind of spring loaded. Push them back into the cylinder so that you're able to get the caliper up there. I'm going to need two hands, but I think you understand it. Look at that, it lined up. Let's throw those two 14 millimeter bolts in there. Okay, got those back on. Now, there is another process we have to do so that we don't have to bleed these brakes. Let's get that tire put on real quick and I'll explain it to you. Okay, we got the tire back on. Now, we're going to get in the car. We'll put your reservoir cap back on at this point. Get in the car, push the brakes 3 times slow. Start the car 3 times slow again all the way to the floor. And your brakes will be pumped up hard and back to where they're supposed to be. So that way you don't have to bleed them. So I hope this video helps you out. Please click like, please click subscribe. Click on my name underneath this video for all my other how-to videos, including the one that we did for the rotor on this vehicle. And as always, guys, enjoy.